Oh, hello. So this is going to be an unboxing for the Mike's XS PWK carburetor kits. They're replacing my 1980 BS38 carburetors. This kit is the assembled version. You can get it unassembled. This is the assembled version, and this was like $360 delivered. They say this is plug and play. There's some reviews on this. That's how I'm going to be doing this. I'm just going to bolt them up and see if it works. Right now, the carburetors that are on the bike, I can't get right. I built this bike a long time ago, and the floats stick all the time. The gas pours out of it. I can't get it tuned right. It's a nightmare. I'm done with it. This is perfect for a guy like me that doesn't want to mess around too much with it. I guess these come with a couple of different jets. So I haven't opened this. This just showed up. So you're going to see it however I got it. It looks like a nice big box, probably packaged really well. So let's get right to it. I'm going to actually take video of putting these on the bike too, and first start up without messing around with them at all, just hooking up the gas and just firing them up. Alright, so looks like they give you a fuel filter. That's pretty cool. Inline fuel filter. Different jet sizes. It's like six different jet sizes. That's pretty cool. All these packing peanuts. Ah, look at those, huh? Those clean new carburetors. What do we got here? Ooh, looks nice. Try not to mess these things up. The throttle cable is in there. Now, this is a pretty good price for what you get. I mean, they want $30 just for these pod filters a piece. And, you know, they're brand new. I don't know who makes them. I'm just going to see if we can get an idea who makes these things. I mean, these just bolt right on. These are ready to go. That's pretty sweet. Table. Looking pretty. Looking real pretty. Anything else in here? Nothing. Packing slip. Great. Those just got everywhere. Well, put together. Nice. They don't have a name on them or a manufacturer, which I don't really like too much. Let's give you some close up. These are how they come. Not much to it. Got the throttle cable. And they look nice, I mean, but I will say they don't have any manufacturer name on it like Mikuni or Delorto or anything like that usually do. Which leads me to believe they're really pretty cheap. But, I mean, they look alright. Yeah, these aren't the K&N ones, these are the XS ones, which are a little cheaper, but they still look pretty nice. Well, I'm gonna get these on the bike, and let's see how they perform. I'll sync them actually, and just so it runs at least decent. I'm sure they're not synced right out of the box. So, cool. We'll be back. So, I got the carb's off the bike. I'm getting ready to put the new ones on. Something to note, it didn't come with the fuel splitter. I don't know why. It just didn't come with it. I think there's an option to buy it for like $5 or $6 from Mike's Success, but I just went to AutoZone and it was like a couple of bucks. So gotta have that. Pick up some 1/4-inch fuel line, and like I said, I already took the old ones off. This bike is very, very dirty, so I'm a little embarrassed. It's been sitting a long time. So these come complete, ready to bolt up. I mean, clearly you can see it has the hardware already set on and ready to zing. So, yeah, you must have to remove those little rubber boots before you put them on. It's probably just acting like a little retainer. So, yeah, I'll click the video back on right after I get it onto the bike. Well, here they are installed. You can see what I did with the fuel line. I put it off to the right side, obviously, because the petcock's on this side. But that's how I ran the T. This is the fuel filter it came with. So I just put it in line right up to that. I have a feeling or a suspicion we're gonna have problems with the cable routing. I routed it right through the motor mount, all the way up and around. You know, I don't have any kind of bar rise here, and right in. I mean, it's got play, got good snap, so maybe it won't have a problem, but reading the threads on the XS forums, it apparently has a tendency to rev out if they're not, like, perfect. So we got to get these perfect. So I'm going to do a startup here. I haven't adjusted any of these at all. I don't know exactly how they're going to perform here. I might try to set these idle screws, you know, at least even. Looks like somebody marked it. Maybe that's kind of where they wanted it. Yeah, you know, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a startup. So let me put this on a tripod, and we'll give it a kick and see how it goes. Alright, so this is going to be the first startup. Got the door open. Again, I've made no adjustments to these. These are out of the box from Mike's Success, PWK Performance Carb Kit. And this is June of 2016. So just to give you an update. Fuel on. Going in. I'm not going to choke it. See if we get anything leaking out of here. That wouldn't be a good sign right off the bat. Flashlight here. Here it is. Hopefully it sounds good. These are straight pipes and pod filters, obviously, so I got nothing leaking out. It's on run. Alright. Bike on. Come on, baby. Wow, right out of the box. That's impressive. I don't want to leave this running in here. Wow. That's cool. I struggled for years with my other carburetors, getting them right all the time, trying to tune them in, changing jets, needles, all this shit. And I can tell you, the bike's never sounded that good. And that's from initial startup. Wow. I can't wait to get it outside. Alright, it's a little dark right now, but we'll continue this tomorrow. I'll start it up outside and we'll give it a test run. See how she performs. So I've taken it out and I'm really happy with it. I've had to make some adjustments, but it's not too big of a deal. I feel like they're a little lean the way they are right now. The plugs are kind of white. So I've made some idle air, not just the idle air, but the mixer screw, fuel mixer screw adjustments. I started it with a turn and a half out, but it's just too lean. So I'm about 3 turns out right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna put the larger jet size in. But let me give you a startup here. This thing starts quickly, nicely. I have a gripe with these actually, where the fuel line goes in, it leaves the nozzle so tight to the body of the carburetor that it's very, very difficult to get a clamp around this. It's almost impossible. There's no room. So I tried shaving off some of the fuel line to make some room for it, but it just doesn't work. It won't slip on. So right now, that's a little bit of a problem that I'm going to try to figure out. So I can't actually put a clamp on there, and the fuel is actually softening the line. And it's on there, but there's a chance that could blow off at some point. So I'm going to do something to make it work. Other than that, I took it for a ride up the street and around town. And it's got good power, good throttle response. It doesn't have anything to do with the carburetors, but I'm a little disappointed with top speed on this thing. I got the straight pipe, so it winds out at, I'd say 60 miles per hour. It's like 4,500 RPMs. This is stock gearing, and I do not like that. It's pretty loud and the vibration's pretty hard. I'm going to do something about it. I might put baffles in it and put a taller gear on it. That's what's give me more top speed. I'm not sure how gearing works, but that's it. So I'm going to give you a startup right now, and we show how easily this thing fires right up. It's very rideable right now. So, another thing. At first, when I went out with this bike, I noticed it sputtering and being very difficult to drive, and it felt like a lean condition. It just had that popping, just dry on gas feeling. So I got back and I scratched my head. I didn't know exactly what the hell it was, but I could hear like a whizzing, and I checked up online, and it turned out that the tank was building pressure, and it wasn't letting fuel down. For some reason, it wasn't letting the fuel down enough to feed the carburetors. So I leave this right now. I'm going to get a new cap. This must be clogged up, but I leave this just a little loose, and it seems to have done the trick. So it idles smoothly, and so on and so forth. So let's show you how easy this is to fire up. On, engine on. This is basically a half a kick. Oh, there we go. That idle's really nice. No hesitation. I mean, is it perfect? No. Is it perfect? No. I don't think you'll ever get the jetting on these perfect if you're an amateur. But I haven't changed the jets. I've just made slight adjustments. So as I got these, I'm happy with them. This bike didn't run good before, so for 350 bucks, I'm happy generally. It allows me to take the bike out, and if you're not too mechanically inclined, this is kind of a good avenue to go. They're clean looking. If you've done a nice job with the bike you've made, if you've built a chopper, or whatever you've done and put a lot of work in, if you can't get them right, it's worth buying these. So, and I'm sure if you have a problem, you can contact Mike's and they'll help you with them. This is proof. Rides nice, starts up, goes good, and they're easy bolt-on carburetors. So good luck with them. I highly recommend them.